It is important to do an aerobic workout 5 to 10 minutes prior to performing these flexion tests. The tests being performed in this video are the Canadian trunk forward flexion test, the YMCA sit and reach test, the chair sit and reach test, and the Thomas test. The protocol for the chair sit and reach test is as follows. It is recommended for older populations. The chair needs to be at least 17 inches in height while placed against the wall. The subject does not need to remove their shoes. The leg will be extended while the ankle is dorsiflexed while keeping the other leg flat on the floor, making sure to keep their head in a normal alignment. They need to make sure they exhale while reaching forward. This is held for 2 seconds. Another person is needed to hold the ruler and assist. The scores are in inches. There needs to be a space between the big toe and the fingertips, which will be a negative score. If the finger goes past the big toe, this will be counted as a positive score. Touching the toe is considered a 0. Individual must be seated at the edge of the chair. As mentioned before, the individual needs someone to assist them in holding the ruler and taking the measurements. This needs to be measured on both the right and the left side. The Canadian trunk forward flexion test is a test that measures the lower back and hamstring flexibility. The subject needs to remove the shoes whilst they sit with their feet flat against the box. When reaching forward, they will need to exhale and hold the position for 2 seconds, ensuring that their knees are not bent. This is scored in centimeters. This test needs to be repeated twice, and the scores from both are taken, making sure that you subtract 3 centimeters from each value in each table. Individual will remove their shoes prior to the examination. When sitting, they will need to have their hands forward, and as they flex forward, they need to keep that position for 2 seconds. According to this table, I landed on the needs improvement classification. The YMCA sit and reach test will be a test with shoes taken off. Having the yardstick on the floor, you will place a strip of tape on the 15-inch mark, while also placing the feet on the tape's edge 10 to 12 inches apart. While reaching forward, the individual will exhale. The fingers must touch the yardstick, and the hold must be held for 2 seconds, making sure the knees are not bent. The score will be rated in inches. This will be repeated twice, and the best score will be taken from the two. Passing the tape is considered a positive score. According to this chart, I ranked in the below average category. The final test is a Thomas test, which measures the hip flexor flexibility. Make sure that the individual is face up. While bringing one leg to the chest, the other leg will remain straight in the bottom. If that is the case, then the flexors are considered flexible. If not, then it is inflexible. The scores are only measured flexible or inflexible. You will need another person to assist in this. Make sure that you switch from right to left leg. Since both of my legs remain in contact with the mat flat, I am considered flexible on both sides.